Today we are going to talk about the verb gustar. The verb gustar means to like in English. So it is used to say that we like something, or more specifically that something is pleasing to us. So when we are talking about one thing or one item that we like, we are going to use me gusta. So again, if we are talking about one thing, or that thing is in the singular form, we are going to use the phrase me gusta. This is one of your vocabulary words. So let's look at some examples of me gusta. So if I wanted to say I like the class, I would say me gusta la clase. Again, I'm using me gusta because I'm talking about one class. Now if I wanted to say I like the hamburger, I'm going to say me gusta la hamburguesa. Again, I'm using me gusta because we are only talking about one hamburger. So what do we do if we like more than one item? So what we are going to use is me gustan. So again, this means I like, or whatever is pleasing to me, but if I'm talking about multiple items, or if that item is in the plural form. So again, we will use me gustan to talk about liking more than one item. So for example, we are going to use our previous examples. Before we said I like the class. Now we're going to talk about and say I like the classes. So we are talking about plural, more than one class. So we will use me gustan. So we will say me gustan las clases. So looking at the word las clases, notice it's different than the one before because now we're adding an S to the end. So a key giveaway that something is plural is that S on the end that will tell you we're talking about more than one item. Then if I were to say, I like the hamburgers, talking about more than one hamburger, I'm going to say, me gustan las hamburguesas. Again, more than one hamburger, we need to use gustan, and saying me gustan means I like. So, the verb gustar, the previous examples I gave you were all talking about nouns or things that we liked. But we can also talk about enjoying an activity. So in order to talk about that, we are going to use the singular form of gustar. So we will use the gusta form, not gustan. So what you are going to do is you are going to use the singular form of gustar, and then you are going to follow it with another verb. So a lot of the vocabulary from this chapter are various verbs. So let's look at a few examples. The first one, me gusta estudiar español. I like to study Spanish. Again, we are talking about the verb estudiar, which means to study. So all I have to say is, me gusta estudiar español. Our next example is talking about practicing soccer. So if I want to say I like to practice soccer, I'm going to say me gusta practicar fútbol. So again, notice we have the singular form of gustar. We are using gusta there. So now let's look at other activities that we can use with gustar. So all of these activities are from your vocabulary from this chapter. I want you guys to take a second. You can pause this video and I want you to fill in the English translations on your paper. So looking at all the different ones, the Spanish word is in purple and I want you to write the English translation, which is in white. So remember, if we're using any of these activities, we're going to use our singular form of gustar. So you would say, for example, I like to read, me gusta leer. Now if I wanted to say I like to watch TV, I would say me gusta ver la televisión. So take a minute, pause this video. I want you to fill in the English translations. All right, so now we are going to look at our last two questions. They are on your worksheet that you should be filling in. So what I want you guys to do for each question, you are going to write the English translation, and then I want you to answer that question in Spanish based off of something that you like. So our first one, ¿qué te gusta? ¿Qué te gusta? ¿Qué te gusta means what do you like? What do you like? So now you need to respond back. What is something that you like? So you can think of it. What is something you like? For example, I like pizza. So I'm going to say, me gusta la pizza. Now let's look at our last question. ¿Qué te gusta hacer? ¿Qué te gusta hacer? This means what do you like to do? What do you like to do? Now I need you to answer it. For example, my answer would be, me gusta esquiar. I like to ski. So take a minute, write down your answers in Spanish, and we're going to go over them.